Hi, welcome to SolidWorks 2016 video tutorial. Now the base plate in SolidWorks. At first I need some planes, therefore I might show these and go to reference geometry. Plane should have a distance from this one, and first one should be at 400. Another one, again distance from this one, yeah, the old one was still selected, that's kind of crazy, but okay. Next one should be at 600. One at 1050. And one at 1500. Okay, and I need one down below, so I go for plane, which is a distance of 27 from this one, but flip it to the other side, and okay. So let's start with our first sketch on this plane, the front plane. I need a sketch on that plane right here. So this should be maybe like this. Okay. That point, that plane should be coincident. That point and this plane should be coincident, and that one should be vertical aligned. Now give it some dimensions. There should be an angle 15 degrees. This one should be 3 degrees, and the distance should be 130, and that distance should be 180. Fully defined. Leave this sketch. Another sketch on the same plane. And this might be something like this. Okay, this point should be coincident to that plane, this one to this plane, and that one to that plane. Okay, there should be a distance, and this should be 100, and this radius should be 2400. Fully constrained, and leave the sketch. As usual, I forgot, of course, the fillets, so go back to sketch 1, edit this sketch, and I need 2 fillets, which should be 200, one here, confirm, and one over there, confirm. use the sketch. I also need a axis. I could have done the axis in this sketch, so yeah, I will do it in this sketch. Make it a center line which goes from this point maybe up to this one, and these 2 points should be aligned. Okay, leave the sketch and now make a revolve. It's a revolved surface with sketch number 1. So the center line was recognized. I want it to be a mid-plane, so it's symmetric, and it should be 80 degrees to both sides, which means it's 160 altogether. And confirm. So let's take a look, because this is kind of odd. It should go up to the same plane, and it doesn't. That's really strange. Let's take a look over here. See? That's not okay. And I don't know why this happens, because it shouldn't happen. So I could not do it like this, so we'll make it a little bit different. So maybe I should change this to, let's say, 200. And confirm. And use a plane to cut it correct. Okay, so I need 2 more planes. Plane with a reference, so maybe use that plane as a reference. A second reference should be possibly that center line, which I cannot use, so let's try it the other way around, because that sketch right here is hidden, so just show it and then try plane, select this line and as reference that plane, and the angle should be 10 degrees. Yeah. And I need another plane. Reference should be this one, and again that line as second, and I could go for an angle 10 degrees, but I should flip it to the other side and confirm. Now I could trim this surface. So where is trim? That's trim. Plane 7 trim tool, that's okay, and I want to keep this part. Confirm. And another trim. Tool should be not this one, but that plane. And I want to keep this part and confirm. it should be cut even. Yes, I could hide those two planes because I don't need them anymore. Okay, so another sketch. Maybe I hide that plane so I don't use it by accident, or both these planes, and just hide them. And let's take a look. That's the plane should be hidden. Okay, because I need a new one right here through that point. So let's, okay, new plane, and first reference should be that plane, and then the point and confirm. Now on that plane I need another sketch. And this should look something like, it's a line, then it's an arc, and another arc, okay, and on the other side is an arc too, but it should be a tangent arc, maybe like this. Okay, then give it some dimensions. This one should be 9.8. This should be 300. This should be 200. And that one should be 1000. Okay, let's move this point a little bit over here and move this line. Let's take a look. Okay, this point on that plane should be coincident. There should be distance from that point to this one. That's 1350. And I could include that edge. Okay, confirm, make this for construction only, and this point right here should be on that point. So select the point, make them merge. Okay, and that line and that arc should be tangent. It's fully constrained. Now I want to mirror this one. Therefore I need a line to mirror it, so I will make a center line from that one here and make this point and that plane coincident. Okay. Now I could mirror these elements. So go for mirror, select the entities, yes, and the line is this one, and confirm, and leave the sketch. And now I want to do a sweep, but therefore I will need another sketch on that plane right here. So go for another sketch on plane 4, and I need those points. So I will convert this point, that point, and that point. Confirm. Now let's make a 3-point arc. One, two, and make these two coincident. And leave the sketch. And now I should be able to do a sweep. So go for sweep. The sketch is this one, and I need a path. So let's use this as path. Yeah, I need a line, a complete line. So maybe let's do another sketch right here. Sketch here. That's just the line which goes from here up to this one. And that point should be in that plane coincident. Okay. Now I should be able to do my swept surface. So I want this profile to go along that path. Nope. Just this one. Okay. And I have some guide curves. First guide curve would be this one. Second would be that one. So choose the selection manager. Confirm. And on the other side as well. Another open loop. Selection manager. Confirm. Yes. And keep normal constant. And confirm. I need only that part, so I will trim the surface. Trim. The tool should be that plane, and I want to keep this one. And confirm. Now let's do a loft surface. Lofted surface. And I want to use this edge and that edge. and I want to use these sketches which are hidden right now. That was, I think, sketch, it's right here, it's the profile. Sketch 4 was the path, so it might be sketch 4, sketch, that's the sketch, show it, no, wrong one. Show it, and so show them all. They're hard to see, and that's one guide curve. Confirm, and that's the other guide curve. Confirm, and start and end constraints should be tangent to the face, yes, and again tangent to face, and confirm. Now let's stitch them together, or sew, it's called knit, so I knit them together, this one, that one, and that one over here, and confirm. So that's the complete surface. Now I need some more sketches, so let's see. I don't need this plane anymore, so hide it, and I need plane 5. Yes, that's the one down below, so just show it, and let's make a sketch on that plane. Really? Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, first sketch should look something like this. Starts here, another angle, horizontal, and maybe like this. Okay, so that plane and that point should be coincident. This one and that point should be aligned vertical. This point should be coincident in that plane, and that point should be coincident right here. There should be a distance from that point to this one, and this is 1300. Okay, from that line to that point it's 240. There should be an angle. That's, nope. That's 6 degrees. That one is 10 degrees. And that distance is, oh no, that's 240. Not this one. Okay, so this should be 160, and that is 240. Okay, another sketch on the same plane, and this looks something like straight, and then there is an arc in that direction. Okay, so that point, this plane coincident, and that point and this plane coincident, and that point right here and this one vertical aligned. Then there's a distance, that's 1020. This should be 5000. Really? And that distance should be 730, and that distance should be 765. And okay. You could do this with one sketch and a bounded plane, or it's called planar surface, or I could make an extrude and trim. I will make an extrude and trim. So let's make right here a sketch on that plane. And that should be a line which goes from, it doesn't matter, it's just a line. Make this point and that plane coincident, give it a dimension, let's say 1000. Okay, and this line should also be in that plane coincident or collinear. Okay, let's make an extrude with that one, yes, and this should go up to surface, yes. Okay, now let's trim. Trim. The tool should be that sketch, and I want to keep this. Confirm, and another trim. Yeah, I could do it with both lines. Yeah, because I did before in Winter and they did not work with two lines, but it's okay anyway. Nice. Now I need a sketch maybe on that plane. And I need an arc, 3-point arc, and I need that point. this and that edge, and that should be tangent. Yep. Give it a dimension. This should be 50. And move this a little bit over there, at least try. Okay, now give it a dimension that should be 50 as well, and leave the sketch. Now I want to make a sweep, and as usual I forgot the fillets in the two sketches. So let's go back to those trims and edit the sketches. Edit this one. And there should be fillets 300 millimeter. One here, confirm, one here, confirm, one there, confirm, leave the sketch, and the same goes for this one. There should be one fillet which is 400. Confirm, confirm, leave the sketch. Now let's make the sweep. Swept surface, that's the profile, and that's the path. So it doesn't select. Nice. So I will go for the sketch, and the sketch was this one. Yeah. And no guide curves, options, follow path, no, let it keep normal constant, and confirm. And I need two more sketches. Let's hide that plane. This one. And that one. And also this one. And I need a sketch on that plane. This should be an arc. 3-point arc. Let's. Okay. And make it tangent. So this one and that one should be tangent. The other one is already tangent. Leave the sketch and make right here on that plane another sketch. Again, it's an arc from that point to this point. Make them tangent. This one and that one tangent as well. So it's already tangent, obviously. So let's or it's not possible. It should be. Okay, and now let's make hide. I could hide all the planes for the moment. Okay, so the last part is kind of tricky. I tried a lot of things and I came up only with one nice solution. If I will need 2 more sketches, I will make at least 2 more. I need more of these arcs. I will make only 2 more. If you do more, it will be a better result. So let's go for a sketch, and that might be on that plane. It's an arc, not a small one, but okay, maybe like this. Then put that point on that edge, pierce, and that point onto that edge, also pierce, and then give it a tangency, and the tangency would be from that circle to, for example, that edge tangent. Confirm. Leave this sketch. Okay, then let's make a new plane right here on that point. Not sketch, sorry, go to features, plane on that point right here, and make it parallel to the right plane. Okay, then let's do a sketch right there. It's another arc. Maybe like this, and then again make this point pierce that edge, and that point pierce right there. Or you could use the point as well, and again make this one tangent to that one, and confirm. You could add more of these, but I will stay with these 2. Now let's go for a fill surface. That's this one, full surface. And I want to select first this sketch as boundary, then the edges. Make sure you select all of them. This one, that one. Okay, then deactivate the filter, select this sketch. Again, edges, this edge, that small one, this one, that one, this one, small one, and that one. Now it should be closed, and now it's for all of them contact, and it should be tangency for these, not for the sketches, so change this to tangent, and you could give constraints curves, and I did only 2, but it, yes, deselect the filter, use this one. It already looks pretty good. And I will add another one, this one. So that's not as good. seems it depends in which order you select these. So I remove this one again, and yeah, if you start with the edges, not with the sketch, you get a different result. That's kind of odd, but you have to experiment a little bit, and I think that's pretty good, as good as it gets. But yeah, I will leave it like this and confirm. So I would not have needed this one, but I tried it before and selected at first the edges, then the sketch, edges, sketch, and it got me a different result. But it looks pretty good. Okay, so I need that on the other side, this on the other side, and that on the other side. Okay, so let's knit them together. This one, that one, this one, and that one. Confirm. Then trim with the front plane. Okay, and I want to keep this half selected and then mirror it with the front plane, and it's a body, it's this body. Confirm, and you could knit it together again and confirm. Let's hide all the stuff. Curves, the sketches here, and change it to okay. Yes, looks okay. You could add more constraint curves and you will get a better result. So hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to see more, give it a like down below, just leave a comment. Thanks for watching, see you to the next one, bye bye.